welcome to Maths Tech channel. Today we'll discuss trigonometry. In trigonometry we'll discuss the graphs. First one is f of x is equal to sin x graph. Sin x graph we can draw. So I already done here. Sin 0 0, sin 91 and sin pi 0 and sin 3 pi by 2 minus 1 and 2 pi is 0 and 5 pi by 2 is plus 1 and 6 pi is 0 and so on. This is the sin x graph. In sin x graph we discuss the domain and range and the period also. So what is the meaning of period? Period means the wave is again same is repeating. So now once observe that here, this is the wave, suppose sine wave. So if you observe this here, 0 and 2 pi. So after 2 pi the wave is again repeating or not. So after 2 pi the same wave is repeating now. So then period of this f of x is equal to sin x is equal to 2 pi. So period is equal to 2 pi. 2 pi. So I get the condition for a period also. F of x plus t is equal to f of x. For what values of t this f of x plus t is equal to f of x? Suppose I already explained 2 pi is the period. Means after 2 pi the wave is again repeating. And again after 2 pi means after 4 pi again the wave is repeating. Then the period is what? 2 pi minus 0. So 2 pi only. So 2 pi is the period. So then f of the condition for period is what the condition formula is there? F of x plus t is equal to f of x. If you once observe that sin of 2 pi plus x is equal to 2 pi plus x means first quadrant. 2 pi means 360. So 360 plus x is sin x only. So sin of x plus t is equal to sin x. So then t is what? 2 pi. So 2 pi is the period. Then I can understand everyone. So period means after 2 pi the wave is again repeating. Then the 2 pi is called period. And we will go for next one. Period means next domain and range. What is the meaning of domain? What is the meaning of domain? So domain means for what values of f of x is defined. So the possible values of x. The possible values of x. So the possible values of x. So the possible values of x means here f of x is equal to sin x. At what values of x this sin x is defined? If you observe here, all real numbers, we can take any number. If you take a pi by 2, we will get some value. If you take pi, we will get some value. 3 pi by 2, we will get some value. 2 pi some value. It means it is the sin x is defined for all values. So all values domain is what? R. So domain is equal to R. Domain is equal to R. R means real number. It can take any number. And range. Range means output. Suppose domain is the input means range is the output. What are the values after substituting x value? So after substituting x value we will get 0 and maximum value 1 and minus 1 also there. So that it means what? The sign value is always fluctuating between minus 1 to plus 1 only. Minus 1 to plus 1. So the range of the sin x is closed interval minus 1 to plus 1. Why closed interval means the sign is always fluctuating between these two values only. 1 or minus 1 now. So in between the values also we will get. So that's why closed interval minus 1 to 1. So we discuss three important kind of points here. First one, period means 2 pi. So at what angle the wave is again repeating. So after 2 pi the wave is repeating. That's why period is 2 pi. And the condition for period is what? F of x plus t is equal to f of x. And second we will discuss a domain. Domain means what? Domain means at what the possible values of x where f of x is defined. What is f of x here? Sin x. At what values of sin x is defined? All values. That's why the real number is the domain. And range. Range means output. So the value of the sin x is fluctuating between minus 1 to plus 1 only. That's why the range is equal to minus 1 to plus 1. Okay. Suppose I will give one example I will give, then you can understand easily. The number of solutions. Suppose sometimes he will ask in exam. So what is the number of? I will give one question, then you can understand easily. These type of questions he will ask in exams. Sin x is equal to two questions I will give. Sin x is equal to 1 by 2, 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2 pi. So how many possible solutions for this sin x is equal to 1 by 2? So sin x is equal to 1 by 2 means this is the 0 and this is maximum value 1. It means between 0 to 1, 1 by 2 is there. Suppose I am taking this is the 1 by 2 value. So this is the 1 by 2 value means this is the 1 by 2. Draw like this line. So these are all, this is also 1 by 2 only. This is also 1 by 2, but these don't take, these are negative values. So this is also 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. So now once observe that he asked the how many solutions of x, how many at what angles we will get 1 by 2 between 0 to 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi, how many values are there? Only 2 1 by 2s are there. Suppose given now 0 to 6 pi, suppose example 6 pi given. 6 pi means up to here. So 0 to 6 pi, how many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. But 0 to 2 pi, how many values are there? Only 2. So between 0 to 6 pi means 4 solutions are there. 4 solutions are there. But between 0 to 2 pi, only 2 solutions are there. Okay? Like that we can take. Okay? Next, suppose like this also you will ask sin x is equal to x. Sin x is equal to x. Suppose given. Sin x is equal to x. These type of questions you will ask in exams, in IIT exams and mains exam like this. Okay? Sin x is equal to x given. How to find sin x? First draw the sin x graph. And now draw the x graph. X means what? Straight line only. So which is passing through like this. This is sin x graph. Now we ask 0 to less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2 pi. How many solutions are there? So if you draw this means the sin x graph and this line here intersect how many points? Only 1 point between 0 to 2 pi. Only 1 point. So this is the value. So how many solutions are there? Only one solution. Okay? And sin x is equal to 0 also possible. So now 2 solutions are there. Okay? This type of questions we will ask in so many exams. Okay? Next we go for cos x. Next you will see this f(x) is equal to cos x. So this is the cos x graph. Cos 0 how much? 1. Cos pi by 2 0. Cos pi minus 1. And 3 pi by 2 0. 2 pi 1 and 5 by 2 0 and so on. Like this is the graph and this is also continuous graph only. And the maximum value is 1 and minimum value is minus 1. And also observe that cos 0 how much? 1 only. And after 2 pi again 1. Again this wave is drifting another. This is the graph, suppose example. This is the graph. Again the wave is same drifting. Also observe that this is the graph. This is the graph 1. And the wave is same is drifting like this only. Then what is the period means? This is 0 and this is 2 pi. After 2 pi the wave is again drifting. So then the period is what? 2 pi only. So period is equal to 2 pi. And domain. So what is the meaning of domain? I said so the possible values of f of x. So that what are the possible values of f of x? The cos is defined means it defined for every value, because if you take 0 means we will get some value, pi by 2 means we will get some value, pi means we get some value. It means what? The domain is equal to r. So domain is equal to r. Domain is equal to r. And next range. Range means output. So what the range here? -1 to +1 only. So in between these two values only the cos x is defined. So the cos x is fluctuating. Then -1 to +1 is the range. So range is equal to -1 to +1 only. Sometimes they will ask what is the period and what is the period. Period means 2 pi and domain is equal to r. Range is equal to -1 to +1 only. So this is about cos x. So in cos x we discussed 3 points: period and domain and range. Okay, we will see. We will go for a next tan x. So you see the tan x graph. So this is the tan x graph. I will extend tan 0 0, tan pi by 2 infinity. That's why the graph is like this. It going to infinity. And tan minus pi by 2 also minus infinity. That's why going. And after tan pi by 2 means the graph is negative to tan pi 0. So again 3 pi by 2 means positive infinity. So this is the graph like this. So you can understand this one easily. So this is the graph of tan x. And next we will go for a period. What is the period here? So period means once observe that here. So 0 to pi by 2 the graph is like this. And if same wave is drifting after pi, same wave. So once observe that this one, same graph. This one repeating at pi only. So then what is the period means? Pi minus 0 is pi. So the period is equal to pi. So period is equal to pi. So the tan x graph period is what, pi only. And next we go for a domain and range. So at what values of x this function is defined? If you take x is equal to pi by 2, it is not defined. Why not defined means tan 90 is infinity. So tan 90 is not defined. So at pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and 5 pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 and so on, it is not defined. It means what? Pi by 2 is the common. Pi by 2 common means 1, 3, 5 may odd numbers. So 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So it define at all values except to pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. That's why I am taking as domain is equal to. So domain is equal to r minus 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. And n is belongs to integers. Why n is belongs to integers means negative values also there now. So it is not defined at odd multiples of pi by 2 because 1, 3, 5. So 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 is not defined. That's why all real numbers except to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So n is belongs to integers. That is the domain. Domain means possible values of x. And range. So range is equal to. Range means what is observed that maximal is infinity, minimal also infinity, minus infinity. So maximal is minus infinity, plus infinity, minimal is minus infinity. It is fluctuating between minus infinity to plus infinity. So open interval minus infinity comma infinity. Otherwise we can take real number. Why I am taking real number means all values are there. Minus infinity to plus infinity. So for infinity we can take open interval only. This is the range. So domain and range and period. So period is pi and domain is equal to r minus 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 and range is equal to minus infinity plus infinity and r also called r. Okay. Next we will go for cot x.